Alright, we are live already once again at YANA CMH. So I'm just gonna wait for people to come in and we shall begin today's live. So first of all, let me let everyone know what is our topic for today. Karen alert. Hi Fatina, welcome. Karen alert at with Amanda. We shall wait for my special guest for today, who is Amanda Tan. She's a special lady that I've been friends with for a while, and I'm quite excited for her to join me for today. Hi, nice to meet you. Have you been here before? Do I know you personally, or maybe have you joined any of our projects before? Do let me know. Alright, let me send this to Amanda. Hi, nice to meet you. So today we'll be talking about a pretty interesting topic, which is called Karen alert. Something that I think it's pretty common in everywhere part of the world, where we always have a friend who is a Karen. Oh wait, my cat is having a fight. Let me get back right quick. Okay. Thank you. Hi Celeste. Welcome back to my other platform where we talk about mental health. So YANA is called You're Not Alone. It's where we talk about mental health initiative throughout Southeast Asia. We have Cambodia, Myanmar, Philippines, Thailand, and Indonesia with us currently. So platform ni memang usually we speak in English. However, if my audience today wants Malay, I'll be speaking in Malay as well. So hari ni kita punya special guest adalah lama tunggu kat live kat FB, punya kat sini. Bukan, memang live kat YANA, kat Instagram. Ya ke? Tak clear Mel punya poster. I'm so sorry. Maybe, other people would feel the same as well. Hi, welcome. Hi Amanda. Please do send me a request so that I can actually put you live with me. But yeah, today we'll be talking about Karen alerts, something that is quite interesting. Sebab dekat Malaysia ni pun kita ada Karen kan. Kalau korang tak tahu, Karen term ni maksudnya macam orang yang jenis macam mana cakap? Orang yang jenis tak munasabah, macam tu. So kalau awak jenis orang macam tu, kita panggil Karen. Dekat US or America, they call them Karens. So let me see whether I can send live to Amanda. Okay. Hi Ravi. Welcome back to YANA. I'm actually quite excited to do live nowadays. And this week itself, I have a lot of live coming up. So make sure to stay tuned for that. So today we have Amanda. Tomorrow we have Charlene. Wednesday we have, who am I going live with Wednesday? It's cracked, tak terang, but it's okay nak dengar korang live hari ni. Yay, thank you Celeste. I tengah tunggu my special guest. Nanti my special guest masuk, then I perkenalkan korang dengan beauty queen lagi satu. Beauty queen ni memang rajin sangat. This is a very hardworking beauty queen that we are having here. She is very passionate in doing what she wants to do. And to be honest with you, I can see her placing in her next pageant. So I'm excited for you guys to know who she is. Oh, Amanda isn't able to join. Why? Kenapa dia tak boleh join? I'm using Wi-Fi.
Yes. Hello.
Hello, hi. Finally get to go in. I was kind of stuck a little bit.
Wow, look at who's so pretty today.
Yeah, because just now I had another IG live, so today this is my second IG live.
Yes, I saw
Yes.
your IG live. So guys, if you haven't followed Amanda yet, please do follow her. I'll link, I actually put her Instagram down below already, so you can actually search her out. So yeah, how are you doing? How are you today?
Today quite packed, pretty busy because just now I just had one earlier in the afternoon and then now another one, but so far so okay, I'm coping with it and I like what I'm doing.
That's very good. Wow, Celeste, wow, both beautiful.
Okay,
Yes,
hi
hi,
Celeste, right? Okay, hi
yes.
Celeste.
Celeste here is a fellow pageant lover. So I'm very
Oh, okay.
this is gonna go and follow you
Thank you.
again. Yeah.
Alright.
So I before you came in, I actually spoke to them about the topic that we are talking today. However, of course, I need to introduce you guys once again. Welcome to YANA CMH, where this is the platform where we talk about mental health initiative. It's called You Are Not Alone. We started last year, about March 2019, and we do all kind of live. And because of me, this platform has become live with beauty queens. Yeah, we have a lot
Yes.
of beauty queens that I'm very excited to do live
Okay,
with a
hi
lot of beauty.
Fatin. Oh, that's my colleague.
Oh,
Hi
that's your
Fatin.
colleague.
Yeah.
She was the first one here. So
Oh,
shout out to
really?
Fatima for being the first one here. So yeah. So if you haven't followed Yana yet, please follow us and also follow Amanda over here as well. And of course, you have a advocacy page, right?
Yes,
Would you mind
correct. That's right.
sharing the name of that page?
Yeah, sure. So, in regards to my advocacy, because I'm doing on freedom of speech, particularly on free speech versus hate speech. Sorry, let me turn off the sound, okay? All right, particularly on free speech versus hate speech. So the reason, and then to the reason that I want to to reach out to more people, so I came up with this another IG profile, which is called Speak with Kindness. So I'm sure when I search it on IG, I think there are a few hashtags with this title Speak with Kindness. But like for mine, it's I think if you see like content on keep posting on freedom of speech, free speech versus hate speech, that's my platform. That is my platform under Instagram. So you can go follow and check them out. It's called hashtag speak with kindness. So please you can check it out and yeah, do follow us as well. So that you can get daily updates, daily content. I will post more content. Yes.
All right, there you go. I already typed her Instagram page down below at the comment section. So is that the right one, Amanda? Have you
Let
seen
me
it?
see.
Hopefully it's the right one.
Uh, wait. Where is? How do I see? Oh yeah, yeah. Correct. That's right. Yep, that's right.
Okay, very good. So
Yes.
yeah, so if you don't know Amanda yet, she's Amanda Tan. She's the second runner of Miss Petite Universe International Semenanjung Malaysia 2020. And I'm very proud of her. You know, she deserves that spot, to be very frank with you guys. And yeah, today we'll be talking about how is her advocacy, what she knows about Karen. The reason why I picked Karen was because her advocacy is a little bit on freedom of speech, right? It's all about
Yes.
speaking hate words and stuff like that. So I feel like Karen will be a very interesting topic for you to speak on. Okay. So, how's your pageant preparation going on? How's everything so far?
So in terms of pageant preparation, right now we are CMCO, and then it's extended right until 20th of December. Though tomorrow onwards we are able to travel inter-district and interstates, but still we still have to adhere to SOPs. And I'm not sure if events are allowed. I doubt so, right? Until 20th, so we need to wait for further announcement. So in terms of preparation, I've been preparing since since I entered this pageant in the state level itself. So I have been preparing since, I would say, from the first day of audition. From the moment I step into the audition room, that I know that I want to be in this platform, to be in this pageant, to make an impact to the people out there and to the people around me. So I have already started preparing since then until today. So because it's still not over, the competition is still ongoing. So yeah, I'm still preparing, doing all the necessities, you know, advocating, creating content on my own Instagram, creating my content on my advocacy, practicing my catwalk, and learn, grooming, and all those kind of things. So I've been preparing.
So guys, especially pageant lovers that is watching us right now, if you have any tips, guides, let's say you want to see her catwalk, go and comment, go and message her, go and tell her and ask for the topics, because they are the best, because they know what the pageant industry wants. So with them, you can actually grow further, and I believe, with the help of yourself being out there, there's no problem for you to grow in the future. All right. So are you ready for my sets of questions today?
Sort of. Yeah. Okay. Let's do it.
All right. So let's say yes, I want to see. You see, I told you already. The first thing they will ask you is catwalk videos.
Catwalk videos.
Yeah,
Regarding on catwalk, I actually have my own sifu, because I'm from Amber Chia Academy. So Amber Chia and Guan Chin is, both of them are my teachers. So yeah, I'm learning my pageant catwalk one-to-one from both of them. They are really good. So if you want catwalk videos, maybe you send me a DM, or maybe, I don't know, maybe I will create a video one day.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
They are asking for mine already. I'm going to give them soon, hopefully, no problem. So, we have spoken a little bit about your advocacy today, which is freedom of speech. But do you mind elaborating what is your advocacy all about, and why did you actually pick on this subject to advocate on?
Okay. So freedom of speech, like as the title itself says, that it gives a right to anyone out there for you to voice out your opinions, to voice out what's in your mind. But however, the reason why I picked this topic is because there's a very fine gray line within the topic itself. Because, okay, it's true that you are able to speak whatever is in your mind, but have you ever thought that whatever you are about to say, that you are going to, hurt somebody, the other party, or what are your consequences of your said speech? What will happen? So if, let's say, you go overboard, what is going to happen to the one receiving all those remarks and comments? So I myself, last time when I was a kid, I used to get bullied. Yeah, I used to get bullied. So I understand. I want to create the awareness that yes, true, we have freedom of speech. We live in a democratic country, that we have democracy and blah blah, all those kind of stuff. But always remember that if it's not true, I always follow these three principles. If it's not true, if it's not kind, and if it's not necessary, please don't say it to that person. You might just, you cause some damage to the other person. You don't know what happened, what is the other person is going on, what is he or she going through. Okay, especially when your words is touching, when your words touching on controversial and sensitive issues. So that's the reason why I pick on this topic, because I would love to create the awareness on this fine line.
Interesting principle. I like that principle. True, kind, and necessary. Am I right?
Yes, correct.
So if it's not, so it's kind of the line where we used to say in Malaysia, where kalau tak ada benda baik nak cakap, just shut your mouth. In a way,
Yeah,
it's something like that. Okay, I like that. So, what do you think about the term Karen actually? What is Karen to you?
So the moment when I received this topic, I'm like, oh, okay, Karen. Will this be, turn out to be a racial thing or something like that? But okay, Karen, as you all know, Karen, the term is, it means that those typical, not typical, those like middle-aged white lady. Okay, I'm not trying to label them. Okay, with short hair, blonde hair, that who always thinks that they are they have the most power. So like for example, a lady who walks into a grocery store without wearing the mask, and obviously the staff of the grocery store right now, the whole world, the entire world is facing the pandemic. Oh, definitely we need to wear our masks on, right? So and then this lady, she's not wearing it, and then a staff came over, approached her and said, hey, excuse me, miss, can you please put on your mask on, blah blah blah. Like he even mentioned it like politely, and then the lady goes crazy. He say, what is wrong with you? I have respiratory problems. I have this, I have that, I have that. And then started, she gets so irritated, and she became so, emotional, and she started throwing tantrum just like a kid, an adult acting like a kid in the public. So yeah, to me that is what I understand the term Karen. So think I believe all of us have seen people like this, like, in the public, like anywhere, even in shopping malls, in the market, by the roadside, everywhere. There's definitely one of them. Whenever there's, all these kind of problems arising, you will spot those Karens.
I feel like when it comes to Karens in Malaysia, I think I like the way that you say that there's a fine gray area between freedom of speech and also whether it's a hateful or offensive word. Whereby you see, earlier, like you said, she has problems with her system. Am I right? She still needs to come and get groceries. So do we need to be compassionate about her, or she has problems? Or should we follow the law whereby you must wear a mask no matter you have asthma or anything? Like for me, I have asthma, but I still need to wear a mask. And I do agree with certain people that the mask can get quite suffocating.
Yes.
Especially those people who wear glasses and then they wear the mask.
Yeah.
It's torture for their eyes. It's hard for them in general. So do we need to be compassionate or do we need to follow the law?
That's the gray line. That is the fine gray line, you see. Everyone will have different opinions on this. So I can say that it's, she's having problems with her respiratory problem. So we should be compassionate. Just leave it. Just let her be. But on the other hand, another person might think she might be carrying the COVID virus, and then she is, spreading the virus and maybe killing somebody else's life. So that's the thing. Everyone has different opinion and different mindset. So it's really hard. So when one person say yes, the other person might say no, might disagree. So which is why I feel that a lot of things is all based on your individual. It's all in your individual opinions, how you have been brought out, how you have been shaped since you were a kid. Yeah.
So it's a matter of principle and also moral values.
Yes,
So
correct.
if you have better moral values, then you know that, not going out with a mask is wrong. Or staying home is a better option so that the frontliners do not suffer for a longer period. Those are the things that, do you agree that you don't need to talk on? It's something that you should know. It's like common sense in a way.
Yeah, common sense in a way. Something that, it's already embedded in you, like you learn moral, you learn civic last time back in school, right? All those kind of things, all those nilai moral. Yeah, it's something, it's common sense of being a human being. Unless you want to be someone with really a heartless person, then I got no comment on that.
Have you actually met any Karens in your life? Any examples of Karen in your life?
Okay, to be really honest with you, because I'm doing sales and marketing as my full-time job besides, doing all this like shooting, modeling, all this is my part-time and pageantry. I have a counter. As I believe this thing happens to everyone out there who is doing sales and who is doing managing events, especially when you need to manage your clients, your customers. So those are those moments, there are certain customers, they go over the line. They demand, yeah, I understand that customer comes first, but certain things, if you realize their demands is a bit inappropriate, is out of, they are demanding something from me which is out of my control. So I'm not the boss, I'm also working, so I can't do something that is violating the company procedure. So they will start attacking me personally, saying that why you this, why you that. But I can't do anything because it's I have to follow. I have a list of procedures to follow. At the same time, I understand customer comes first, but you have to understand my situation, where I come from. I'm right now in the middle. Yeah. So not occasionally, yeah. I've been doing sales since 2017, so I've met a lot different types of people, different types of customers. They are really, really, really next level.
She just,
Really
just
next level.
Yeah, I understand. I used to do sales and marketing as well, and I'm studying to be in the field of marketing. And yeah, I do agree with you where sometimes it's a fine line between customer is always right,
Yes.
or you follow the procedures.
Yeah.
But sometimes also when you follow the procedures too much and the customers doesn't like it, then you have to give it either way.
Yeah. So you have to balance. You must know where to balance to, so that both sides will have the win-win situation.
All right. I have a comment here, really long comment from Celeste. Celeste say, still waiting advocacy from Queen about a family. Di mana sebagai family kena faham kemahuan anak-anak for their own future. So many families yang tidak dapat terima kemahuan or dreams of kids. So I think Celeste is referring to an advocacy where you have to understand kids' rights. I think it's kids' rights, child rights. Are you into child rights?
Okay. His comment here is very applicable to my situation. To be really honest with all the viewers out there.
Yeah, you want to say a little bit of your situation and how you ended up in this industry.
I don't mind sharing, because that is my whole point being in this industry, to inspire others and to make an impact. So since when I was a kid, I've been taught, and well, it's not a bad thing, I've been taught that education comes first. Stable job is the most reliable one. So you need to study hard, get good grades. Okay, whatever you are thinking, what chasing after your dreams, all those nonsense. Yeah, nonsense. Forget about it. You are not going to survive. How are you going to survive? So that was how I was being brought up. How was I was being taught, being internalized in myself. Then, so I've been getting, I did well in school, did well in college, uni, blah, blah, blah. And then got a job, full-time job doing sales and marketing, all those kind of stuff, got a scholarship, all this. Yeah, yes, in one way, I am very thankful that I got a scholarship and I had the chance, the opportunity to pursue my tertiary education in Australia. So because without a scholarship, I won't be able to have that opportunity, because I do not come from a really rich family. So to pursue your education, tertiary education overseas, it costs a lot. So at one part of me, I am thankful. I'm thankful for what they have given, what people have given to me, what how I was brought up. So hence I did not give up. So although like during the course, my study period course, I feel like like giving up, especially during my final year, when I know that as the course that I'm studying, the thing that I'm doing is not what I want to do for the rest of my life, but I'm still doing it. So, but at the same time, I want to repay, to thank, my sponsor who has given me the scholarship. So I just completed my studies, go on, fulfill my bond, which is why I'm doing two jobs. So right now, I'm also doing my full-time job, and also at the same time, because I really want my dream so badly, I do not want to waste the opportunity again. Like what happened back then. I'm 27 already, so I've wasted almost 6 years of my life. So I really do not want to regret this, because I don't see myself doing what I'm doing right now full-time for the rest of my life, because it's not something that I want to do. And I feel that if you are doing something that you do not like doing, it means that you won't feel happy. You will feel happy in your life, because at the end of the day, it's about yourself, self-fulfillment, self-satisfaction. Will you be happy with your life? Otherwise, I don't see the point. The point of living. Yes.
Thanks for sharing that personal story with us. Celeste actually say, well, I'm a boy. I love fashion / pageant. Okay, he's into pageant. And my dad doesn't like me in that kind of way. He wants me to be a police. I think every Malaysian fathers or dads really want their kids to be police or doctors or engineers.
Yes,
This
correct.
occupation is like the top occupations.
Accountant.
I want to be I want to be a designer. Tak bermaksud nak salahkan my dad. I mean, do you blame your parents in a way?
I don't blame them, because if the reason that I'm able, to stand where I am today, like able to venture into this industry, this entertainment and modeling industry, is because I have the foundation in me, what I've learned back then. It's just that, yeah, it's tiring right now, because I have to juggle so many things at one time. As an individual, to juggle so many things. So sometimes I feel that parents, maybe for kids, instead of forcing them, let them explore and see what they like. As long as it's not illegal, I think anything it should be fine, as long as it's not illegal and it does not harm others. I don't see the point of not pursuing it. And with today's technology and stuff, and how the world is changing, you look at the pandemic, how it affects us. We no longer go to the office anymore. We are working from home, you see. Yeah, the world is changing, and I'm sure 10 years from now, the trend is going to shift again. It's going to shift again, and you don't know what will happen. Who knows, maybe by the time an accountant's the one losing their job. No one knows.
Very, very, very true actually. That is why nowadays digital marketing is something more preferred to have. You have to have some sort of digital marketing knowledge. You have to know how to handle social media. It's becoming something that everyone should know, especially when you're a fresh graduate, right? That must be in your CV or skill system. All right. So what is the true meaning of freedom of speech to you?
Okay, so to me, freedom of speech means that you are able to voice out your opinions, your thoughts without any interference. So there's no censorship, no interference. So whenever you are, for example, you are in a meeting, you know, if you have something to say, just say it. Nothing is going to stop you. So that is my understanding and my meaning of freedom of speech. It means you are allowed to voice out your opinion and your thoughts without any interference. But like I mentioned, I highly advocate on spreading the awareness on the free speech versus hate speech. Yeah, please also remember of the three principles: true, kind, and necessary. Yeah, if I know sometimes they are in your thoughts, they are your opinions. True, you have freedom of speech, but please think of the person who's receiving those remarks and comments. Imagine you are in their shoe. Will you want to hear them? I don't think so, right? Yeah.
So would you say, when you're telling me all of these things, right? What came into my mind is cyberbullying. What came into my mind is the constant comments on every single post in social media or TikTok. Sometimes when a girl actually posted something like, "Am I pretty?" And then you have an option there. You have the freedom of speech whereby you can actually say, "Hey, I don't think you're pretty." Or you can be like what you said, that three things, which is true, kind, and necessary. Is it true? Yes, maybe it's true. But is it kind?
Is it kind? Yeah.
Will that person actually feel hurt by what you say? Even though they ask for it. There's a lot of times, I think women, usually they will ask questions like, "Do you think this is beautiful?" But actually, they already said in their mind, "Wow, I look good in this dress." But once someone else said it, "Oh, I don't think that this dress looks good on you," then it takes away, the attraction they feel with the dress.
Yes.
And last, I think, is it necessary to say something?
Is it necessary?
Is it necessary to lie, or is it necessary to, voice out something that is true? I actually like that.
Yeah, but at the same time, it depends on your choice of words as well. If you really want to voice out, right, and if, let's say, it's for the sake of that person's own good, improvement purpose, you can revert it. You don't have to, directly say it right on their face. Revert it, put it in a more, in a proper way, instead of start judging them and saying, "You are this, you are that, please don't this, please don't that." Just revert it. We can always play around with words and statements.
You're very right. I like that. So how do you actually respond to those people who say offensive stuff, and when they say offensive things and then they say it's my right, it's my freedom of speech, and whatever I say, it's right. So how do you respond to that? Can you teach us a little bit of skill, on how to respond to all the haters out there?
So to me, right, I always think that what goes around comes around. Remember to always do good things so that good things will come back to you. Whatever you do, God is watching. Okay. Okay. If you say offensive things to people, if you say hurtful comments, haters forever. There's always haters. If there are people like you, definitely there were a bunch of people who doesn't like you as well. Okay, there's always the two sides of it, two sides of the story. So, what you can do is, if I'm the person, like what I normally do, if I were to receive the remark, if I think that it's something that I can, to look upon, that something for my own self-improvement, I will take note of that. I will use it as a constructive feedback. But if it goes overboard, if let's say it starts, inciting violence and harm to others, and especially when it brings out sensitive and controversial issue like gender, racial, I don't think that is appropriate for you to, to say out. Although, yeah, it's true, you have freedom of speech, but you are touching on something really, really sensitive. Do you want to, worsen the situation? Unless you want to be labeled as a bad person, then you go ahead. But I always follow the principle, what goes around comes around.
So you choose not to respond. Don't respond.
I choose not to respond. Correct. I will choose not to respond. I will just not to respond. But if it's something it's good, it's for my self improvement, I will like, okay, thank you for the feedback. I will take note of it. I will use that, as a motivation instead. So it depends.
I like that.
Yeah, it depends on how the person itself thinks.
Very, very good thinking. I think because it applies to our industry as well. Modeling, pageant industry, there's always going to have hate comments. I've told you before, how when I started, the comments are so mean, so mean where sometimes you just feel like, wow, am I really that bad that people have to say those words? And, of course, they claim like, this is my opinion only. This is my opinion. This is how I think. But when you actually put it online, it becomes a public comment, so everyone can see that comment, right? So I agree with you. The response should be either don't respond or thank you for your comment. I will work harder on it. I will do better.
I will do
that is my way as well. I like that.
I will try my best to improve myself, or just totally don't respond to it, because you know yourself better. I doubt that person you know yourself much more better than that person, right?
Very true. So, what kind of speech aren't included in freedom of speech?
Okay, so like I mentioned, I think the whole talk, the whole IG live. So what is not included in free speech, freedom of speech, should be speech touching on controversial and sensitive issues. Again, like I mentioned, especially we call it as hate speech. Okay, so when there's free speech, there's also hate speech. So hate speech is something that I wouldn't categorize it under the freedom of speech. It's something that it causes, it discriminates people, it causes violence, harms, and all those negativity. I don't see the point. Why do you need to put in more negativity when you already know that the world out there is so, is full of uncertainty, especially during this period. Everyone is so down, and you want to add in another problem. Why? What's your point of doing it? I mean, what's your motivation of doing it? I don't see any motivation of doing it. And which is why that's another reason that name of my advocacy page, IG profile, is Speak with Kindness, because I would love to spread positivity and to speak with kindness, speak properly to people, because your words can be really powerful.
And do you think that people in this generation, we don't really think with our mind before we say something? It's always immediate. We want it so quickly. That's why we constantly type. And then sometimes after the fight, we realize like, hey, I could have worded it differently, or I shouldn't say that. It was over too much. And do you agree that sometimes words can't be taken back once you say it already?
I agree, because especially when you are in a very emotional, you are very in a state of very emotional state, you are really very angry of that person. The best thing I would advise you is to go off of it, like go somewhere, cool down yourself, and then return. At least, because at that point in time, when you are so emotional and so angry, you are not at your rational state of mind. You are irrational, because you are flooded with all those negativity and all those anger and all those thoughts. So you will think that you are right. But okay, if you put on that message out, and later on the next day when you see it, oh, I realized that I shouldn't put it this way, and I can't take it back because I've already said it, right? So I think what to do best is, especially when you are very emotional, you have reached your peak, I suggest you to go somewhere else, do something else instead. Don't continue being there. Move. Yeah. Move
Move
and
away.
then go away. Just go away. Yeah, the word go away. Just go away.
I like that. I like that. So how can you, using your page, speak with kindness to educate people to not be a Karen? Because we want to have a better world where everyone speak kindly, where people use three of your principle here, where we speak the truth, kindness, and also necessary.
Necessary.
Like
Yeah.
how can you educate them?
So with my platform, I hope that also since I'm in this pageant, so which is why besides pursuing my dreams, chasing after my dreams to be in the entertainment industry, I also have it has always also been my dream as well to create awareness and to spread awareness, to change, to create an impact in the society that um we have to create, talk with, speak with kindness, speak with to foster positivity. Because why do you want to add another bad person? To me, I'm a very I wouldn't say I'm not a bad person. I'm a very I'm those type of person, like if you don't disturb me, I won't disturb you. Even if you disturb me, I will be like, okay, it's alright. Go on, do whatever you want, because what goes around comes around. God is watching. You don't get it one day you don't get it today, you get it one day. So I will use this platform, like myself right now, I'm in the pageantry. I hope to reach out to more people, to more audience on my this advocacy, on what to speak, how to speak with kindness, how to foster the positivity attitude in people. What you being I mean, I don't see anything wrong being nice. I mean, what is wrong being nice, right? I mean, then what about I that's what I'm trying to do. So I really hope that with this this platform, with this pageantry, that I'm able to reach more people, so that more people know that what I'm carrying, what kind of content I'm advocating.
I love that. I love how you are planning to do it. Be nice. I think there's no problem with being nice. Sometimes, when people be nice, it's it's the presence of people that are not nice that ruins yourself. You see, for example, last time when I go into buses, I like to do this. Hi guys, good morning, good morning.
Mm.
How's your day? But some people will be like, they just ignore you,
I
and
think
you feel like,
especially in Asian countries, especially in
yes, yes,
Asian countries.
and you feel like, oh my God, like, I just say good morning. Am I being annoying? You have all these thoughts, right? Negative thoughts in yourself. Am I being annoying? Am I not being right? Maybe that person is having a bad day. That's why that person is not responding. But I think I agree with you. If everyone just act nice and be nice,
Mm.
this world will be such a beautiful
Better,
place.
yeah, but much a better place. Not just for you, but for everyone. Everyone will, you'll get to enjoy this privilege. Why, add in more hate? What is wrong being? No, it's not that somebody is going to penalize you if you are being nice, extra nice to somebody. I, I don't see it. Anything wrong with it.
Okay. We have a few questions here. It's very good. Thank you, Kami. Thank you, Yamaya, for sending in the questions, because this is the part where we will be answering questions already. So anyone, audiences especially, if you have any questions, do send it in. We'll try to discuss it with Amanda over here. And our first question here is, hi ladies, what are your opinion on cancel culture? Amanda?
Cancel culture. So, online shaming, cancel culture. I think it goes back to the heart of my topic today, the grey fine line. Okay, freedom of speech, yes, true freedom of speech, but are you, inciting violence and harms towards others? Are you bringing up any hurtful comments? Are you, are you causing any negative or bad consequences towards the person? Yeah, so this kind of thing. Um, if you think that whether the is it cancel culture?
Yeah,
Yeah, cancel
cancel culture.
culture. Yeah. So it all goes back to my principle, to my, the root of this freedom of speech versus the free speech versus hate speech. So it all comes back to here, which is why we have things like cyberbullying, verbal abuse. I know you have the freedom, but you do not want to go overboard and turn it into things like cyberbullying, verbal abuse, all those kind of stuff. You don't know what will happen to the other end, right? So it's for you to. I feel that it's still the gray line, the between these two elements, free speech versus hate speech. You just need to judge, to think before you speak. And like I say, the three principle: is it true, kind, and necessary? Do you really want to say it?
I like your take on this question. Like for me, my opinion would be cancel culture is quite a toxic culture. Cancel culture means cancel culture goes like especially on TikTok, it goes on social media platforms
Social
such
media.
as YouTube. You know, YouTube, there's a lot of culture where you cancel someone because they did something wrongly.
Mm.
For example, maybe they are not kind and they abuse animals.
Mm.
Maybe they are at a position where they are very famous, maybe 1 million followers, and they do all sorts of stuff that is not right, and you decided to cancel that. Do you think it's right or wrong to cancel that? You see, that's why I agree with you that it's a gray area. So it's saying that what they are doing, there's a consequences. That's why they get cancelled. And in another way of thinking, it's like it's good because it teaches these people to not do things that are abusive, that are not right, that are not nice. So if you do it the right way, you don't get cancelled.
Mm-hmm.
You see my thinking over here.
Yeah.
So as long as I think you practice these three things that Amanda is talking about, whether it's true, kind, or necessary, then I don't think the cancel culture is necessary.
Yeah,
The world.
exactly. The whole thing will, somehow is, but like I say again, one person might think this way, the other person might think it differently. So I always stick to my principle. Why to the three thing: kind, true, and necessary. If it's also, I can give you another example. Like especially for ladies, for females, especially when you have not seen a friend or a family member for quite some time, especially during like Chinese New Year, all those kind of stuff, those aunties, and they say, oh, you have gained weight. Oh, you look this, you look that. I, okay, I know it's for her own good, but the moment you say it to that person, can that particular person change it within at that point in time? Say, oh, you have gained weight. Can he or she immediately lose the weight and need to correct it? No, right? Then if it's not, don't say it.
Yeah, I
Which
agree
means
with
it's not
you
necessary.
because
It's not
it's
necessary.
not
Yeah,
changeable. It's not changeable.
exactly.
You can't be like. It's not like finishing your plate of rice. It's not like that quickly. You can
Yeah.
finish it fast. But weight is something very sensitive. Especially that's why there's a lot of eating disorders among women and men
Nice.
because they feel like in their mind, oh my god, I'm gaining weight. Especially in Asia, where kenapa kau gemuk sangat? They say something like that.
Kenapa kau
Why
gemuk
you
sangat?
lose weight? When I was chubbier, people would come to me and say, hey, you need to lose weight. And then when I lose weight, people ask me, why are you so skinny now?
Skinny, right?
Eat more. Please eat a burger, or please eat pizza. Where those stuff are kind of like quite sensitive, and if it's not kind, don't say it. I totally agree with Amanda.
Don't say it. I mean, you can't change. Okay, let's say you are eating, you're having a meal, there's stains all over your face. You can immediately correct it, right? Like wipe it off. That is necessary. That is something helpful for that person. But something like, hey, you have gained weight. Hey, your face you have a lot of acne and pimples. What's wrong with your face? Is skin problem? All those kind of things. I mean, can that person do it? Change it? No. You are actually adding more salt into the wound.
I like that. Okay, our second question from Yamaya. What do you think about fallacies and how it's used to abuse freedom of speech when information in this high tech is easily reachable? I'm sorry, Yamaya, you do have a big word there, and I actually Googled that, Amanda, just so we understand the question better.
Okay.
Fallacies means it's a mistake. It's a mistaken belief. Yeah, mistaken belief.
I think what she's referring to is fake news, is it? Things like fake news is used and how it's used to abuse freedom of speech when information in this high tech is easily reachable. Yeah. Is it fake news?
Yes, Yamaya? Yamaya, can you clear up Amanda's question so that we can answer your question better?
Yeah. Because what I understand and based on what we have Googled, it says here about wrong moves, invalids.
Yep, invalid or false
facts.
Wrong moves.
Yeah.
Fake
fake facts. Okay, fake news. Correct.
So Amanda, what's your thoughts on it?
Like I say, go back to that tree thing. Is it true? Is it true? If it's not true, why bother posting it? Why bother posting it? Which is why there are so many fake news like nowadays, especially with the MCO or CMCO akan di-extendkan sampai 3 January, like the recent one.
31 December.
Akan that. You are making the society,
Panic.
Panic. And then things like, oh my god, tomorrow lockdown, it will be what? Darurat. Everyone rush to the shopping mall and buy. You can't even find a gardenia loaf of bread, the loaf of gardenia bread. Why?
I totally agree with you.
Yeah, why is it? I don't get it. If it's not true, like fake facts, yeah. If it's not true, why bother sharing it? Why bother sharing it? Just ignore it, disregard it, or that piece of particular information is fake, is incorrect. Then just share to people, tell people that this is fake, this is not real. So which is why I also think that content moderation in this subject plays quite an important role.
I like Yamaya just say yes with the emoji because it's so true. I remember at first when gardenia was sold out, I couldn't even get gardenia. I was so upset, guys, because that day I really wanted a loaf of bread and I couldn't find it anywhere because everyone is just going crazy, going nuts, trying to get their groceries. And at that point, it's so much more dangerous because everyone is in the shopping complex, squeezing together. There's no social distancing. There's, I think at that point, we are not really wearing our masks yet.
Yeah, because we are not well aware yet, yes.
We are touching everybody. We are just such in a panic mood. And I do very agree with you that we need some moderation over that. It will be very good where people can filter the comment section time to time.
Yeah,
just
filter.
Correct. You need to delete the unnecessary comments. And I think if everyone does that, right? Yes, bread is dangerous. Caramel. Bread is not dangerous. Bread is just it's a necessity. Everyone wants it. It's a limited edition.
Yeah, limited edition.
It's like gold. It's like
gold during that time. And this thing doesn't happen doesn't happen only in Malaysia. It's happening worldwide. I remember like in the US, everyone was grabbing toilet rolls, toilet papers. The whole what?
Not only toilet paper, flour. I remember watching YouTube videos, right? My favorite YouTubers on staying in US and America, they were saying like, I can't even find flour because everyone is at home. They are baking with flour. They are making their own bread, their own pastry. Everyone, don't you realize that CMCO, other than getting forced into homes, we actually did learn a lot of things. We make more food. We become cooks.
Yeah.
We started decorating our homes. Parents that never stayed at home or never had the opportunity to talk to their kids. You actually spend more time with your
spend
family.
more time with your family
So,
and your loved ones.
pros and cons, of CMCO sometimes. You have to think on the brighter side.
The brighter side, yeah. Especially when at that point in time you are really down, think of the good side of it. Because actually, to me, whatever you do in this world, whatever you do, there's always good and bad. There's never. It's always two-sided. To me, that's what I feel. Whatever you do.
Caramel says, what if flour runs out? Because a lot of people wanted to bake cakes. I think they just need to substitute it with something else. Like, maybe, I don't know, maybe you can use some sort of wheat, blend it or something. I know about oat. Oat, you can blend it and it comes like a oat flour or something like that.
Yes,
So
I've seen that before on YouTube.
Right?
Those YouTube videos. Then they come up with like what oat cupcakes. They use oats and it's even healthier because it's oats.
Yeah, and they
calories.
use very good. Especially us being in the pageant industry, we are always trying to lose weight or trying to maintain our weight.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So we are still in our topic, but it's very nice to actually talk to all of you. And beras boleh jadi hancur untuk bake. Are you serious?
Serious?
Rice
Wow.
can be blended. I wanted to say that, but it becomes like tteokbokki. Tteokbokki is rice cake.
Tteokbokki, yeah, correct. Tteokbokki is rice cake.
Sticky kind of thing.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Beras boleh hancur untuk bake. Nice one.
All right, guys.
I learned something new today.
We learned something. Do you have any more questions for today? Because I believe that my timer for the stream to end will be coming very soon. Because it's only 1 hour. Yeah. So if there's no more questions, I will summarize today's session. And yeah, I hope that you guys really enjoyed asking questions and interacting. So what is the summary for today? We learned 3 things, or 3 principles that Amanda stick onto for her rest of her life, 27 years. She hold on to these 3 principles. If it's not true, is it kind? Is it necessary? If it's not true, not kind, or not necessary, don't say it. Keep it to yourself.
Yeah, keep it to yourself.
All right? And she wants the world to speak with kindness. And with that, I think that kind of summarized, what we learned today. Tana and okay, kalau
Tana and
this happens. This is the first time it happens, that
is it?
Our viewers don't want the session to end. But because I kena buat summary cukup dulu. Sebab kalau tak, tiba-tiba dia end macam hari tu dengan Arshila, I didn't even get to like thank her, and then it kind of just go like,
yeah.
Yeah, you say Celeste. She say, is it true, kind, and necessary? Yes.
Encore.
I will definitely encore with Amanda. If you guys don't know, Amanda here is also, we are under the same agency as well. It's called Double Event Management or IDM Studio.
Correct.
Yeah, if you haven't followed them yet, feel free to follow them. Yeah, I do know that, I will always be with Amanda over here. We message quite often as well. So we will definitely do another live, maybe on my own private platform.
Yeah, we'll do. We'll definitely do.
So thank you so much, Amanda, for joining me today. I can't thank you enough for talking about parents, for talking about freedom of speech, for asking our, I like your principle, it really sticks and it's easy to understand, which is true, kind, and necessary.
And whatever, those fallacy, those your fake news, those cancel culture, you can just use that tree, apply this tree. You will never go wrong. You will definitely never go wrong.
Our Canada viewer can't understand Malay. I'm so sorry. We even have viewers from Canada over here.
Oh, okay.
My apologies. I will try to speak more English next time. Yes, more talk from both of you. Kamini, I will definitely do a live with you soon. If you're interested, please do hit me up and let's, do it, on my platform. And I love to have all the pageant sisters or our IBM studio sisters to be on my platform. So thank you so much, Amanda.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for having me. All right.
I hope that everyone learned more from this session, and I'll definitely save this session and repost it. So if you guys want to, learn more and listen or rewatch, do come back and view it again. A good takeaway, key lesson today: true, kind, and necessary. Thank you so much for the insightful sharing. Yamaya say it's a good takeaway.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
So
remember to follow. Yeah. To follow our page to know more.
Yes, follow Amanda. I will, link her down below here again. Let me type her out. Amanda, follow her page. It's called Speak with Kindness. Yep, and make sure to follow Yana as well.
Yes, correct, Yana.
So yeah, stay tuned for the live. Stay tuned for the updates, especially with Amanda here. She will be competing for Miss Petite Universe International Malaysia 2020. Yeah, it's very long.
It's very long.
And yeah, make
but
sure
I'm
to
grateful I'm part of it. It's my first pageant.
Yes. Yeah, good. We'll follow. Thank you so much, everyone. And yeah, my timer actually came out already.
Okay.
So yeah, thank you so much, Amanda.
Thank you so much for having me. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay,
Bye.
thank you guys. Have a good night. All right.
Can we get a picture?
Okay. Okay, sure.
All right. So at YANA, we always do the OK sign because our tagline is it's okay to not be okay.
Not be okay. All right. I like that.
Let me screenshot this over here. So 1, 2, 3. All right. Thank you, Amanda.
All right. Thank you,
Mel.
Thank you so much. Okay. See you soon. See you all soon. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.